going on, guys? Did anybody else see the rocket launch this morning? I received photos from Brooksville, Florida, sent in by Untold Angel from 6 o'clock this morning, looking to the east. You can see the sun beginning to rise over here off the east coast of Florida. Untold Angel was 110 miles away, clear over on the west side of Florida, looked over towards the east and saw this activity in the sky. Obviously, this is from a recent rocket launch that occurred less than 24 hours ago. But why all the chaos? I saw the rocket launch via the SpaceX camera, and the rocket just went straight up in the air. Or at least that's what it appeared to do. From the ground, it looked like an entirely different story. You can see a thick line of vapor going horizontally across the sky, and then this bright blue and white configuration that looks like vapor, maybe some sort of a cloud that appeared after the rocket launch. I don't know, it just looked very chaotic, like there was a lot more going on over here than just a simple rocket launch that occurred, once again, less than 24 hours ago. Also in this video, I wanted to revisit the phenomena known as the Mandela effect. I'm sure all of you guys remember about 5 years ago, the internet was buzzing with these subtle changes that people noticed in the spelling of words, maybe the lyrics of songs, maybe a food item, the name had changed. For example, right here, they're talking about push pops. I remember these as push pops when I was a kid. Pops referring to a version of a popsicle. And these were like shaved ice inside these cylinders, and you pushed them up with a plastic straw from the bottom, and they were actually quite tasty. I remember having them when I was a kid. Well, I guess those never existed. They were always known as push-ups. So I did a quick Google search just to see what came up, and this is what I found. They were called push pops instead of push ups. So it depends on where you go, who you ask. But apparently the push ups are what's going on today, and push pops, I guess, never existed. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me one way or another. What do you guys remember? Do you guys remember these things? I know they're still around, but I guess they're called push-ups, not push-pops. There's a video that I want to share with you guys. This young lady posted about a gentleman that ran across a couple of effects changes, timeline changes, however you want to identify this, but I did run across some things that I looked up personally that go back to when I was a kid, and I did find two things that have changed from back when I was a kid. So leave a comment down below if you remember push-ups or push-pops. I also want to share a video about two other what they call Mandela effects that a gentleman just posted here a few days ago. Here we go.
He has proof of two Mandela effects, and he made a video about it, and I'm a little bit scared for him. The first one is the Berenstain Bears one. Now, you can't see what I typed up here in the search bar because it's like cutting off my screenshot, but you can see that it says, did you mean? I typed Berenstain Bears, Stein, because that is what it was, okay? I had these books when I was a kid. They were the Berenstain Bears, Stein, and somewhere along the line, now we've switched universes, and now it is Berenstain, Stain. So I typed Berenstain Bears, and it said, did you mean Berenstain Bears? And all it shows me is Berenstain. Look, Berenstain. Berenstain, 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 Berenstain. But this guy has a book, Berenstain, Stein. The other one that he has proof of is the Shazam movie. I know this says Kazam, but I'm saying Shazam. There was a movie called Shazam in the 90s, and it had Sinbad in it, and it was about a genie. But apparently that doesn't exist, and it was actually Kazam, and it was Shaq. He has the VHS of Shazam with Sinbad. This one is the one that makes me a little bit nervous for him because I don't know how true it is, but I've seen videos and heard that there's like 3 copies or something like left in existence showing Shazam with Sinbad on it, and they're trying to get them all, and now he's shown that he has one. So please be careful, man. Anyways, here is the video of him showing that he has these things. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
So I have something to show you guys. I don't know if you believe in the Mandela effect, but I have proof of it. We just cleaned out my dead uncle's house, and he had this stuff stashed inside, so obviously he knew something about it too. But look at this here. So not only do I have Shazam with Sinbad, but Berenstain book.
Leave a comment down below if you've noticed any changes in the spelling of popular books, maybe a food item like this one here, Berenstein Bears. Berenstein is what I remember. I don't remember the Berenstain Bears. That doesn't even sound right, to be honest with you. But this gentleman right here produced a copy of the Berenstein Bears. But apparently today it's Berenstain Bears. A couple of things that I noticed was depends. Remember this here? I just said it, I remember these always being known as depends. I remember the commercials. I remember at the grocery store walking down the aisle looking for diapers many years ago. I would just happen to glance at the shelf and see these on the shelf. They were plural, depends, not depend. It's like going to the store and getting a box of diaper. It just doesn't sound right. You get a box of diapers, diapers with an S. You don't get a box or a package of depend. You get a package of depends, like diapers. And these are just a couple of examples of many. If you guys have any examples, please leave a comment down below in the comment section, as it's been a while since I've looked into this, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 years, I believe, since I've even touched this topic, but I see it's making the rounds again. I just kind of wanted to see where you guys were at with this phenomena, and we'll talk more about it later. I have a couple of things that I want to share with you guys that I noticed from back when I was a kid. There's a couple of things on Google Earth that are there today that weren't there when I was a kid. And one of these things is a mile wide, and I would have noticed it when I was a kid. I apparently went by it many, many times and never noticed it. There's a couple of things that I want to share with you guys as we explore this topic. So just leave a comment down below if you would. Do you remember push pops or push ups? Do you remember depends or do you remember depend? And any other ones that you can think of, and we'll go from there and talk about this later. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Polenta out of Sacramento, California. Very odd collection of clouds here that look like they were falling from the sky, nearly touching the ground in the Sacramento, California area today. Thank you for the cool photo, Polenta. Really appreciate that. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.